Are we the
From CN punk ass bitch to CN Taker for this rare occasion of showing the dark side of himself, which is called for Halloween Havoc. But then along came the long-awaited return of the Dark Demon, for the name is Mr. Revenge. AWF Halloween Havoc was the ultimate thriller ride. Indeed it was, for this one particular match itself, a casket match, which it was called for CN Taker versus Mr. Revenge. The gates of hell were open at Halloween Havoc when CN Taker and Mr. Revenge went to war. A war that was one hell of a thriller ride. It was the ultimate price, the ultimate sacrifice, the ultimate consequences for his grave consequences. CN Taker's first attempt to shut me in failed a miserable death. CN Taker's second attempt with that god-awful John Cena finishing move failed a miserable death too. Although for yours truly, it only took one attempt to shut the casket on that CN punk ass bitch. For he is no more the CN Taker. For he got what he deserved for calling yours truly a racist, which there isn't an ounce of racism in my body. I am not a racist that he claims that I am. For CN Taker to take his final resting place with a final nail in the coffin of me shutting the casket and burying him alive, never to be seen the CN Taker ever again. But I shall spare CN punk ass bitch, for I have no respect for him as well. But I have enough respect for a natural born thriller of why I decided to spare his life for now. Although I wasn't the only victor out of the Revengers, for Strange took out one of Anarchy in a triple threat match to become the hardcore champion. Although I am proud of him of becoming the hardcore champion, but I find myself disappointed, for he is better than being the hardcore champion. And with Jose Rodriguez invoking his rematch clause against Strange inside of a steel cage for the hardcore championship, the results remains the same, for Strange came out of that steel cage as the victor to make him submit. Still the hardcore champion, having a strong momentum of the Revengers. Speaking of the Revengers momentum, the Demonator gained advantage for the Revengers for the upcoming war with the Revengers versus Anarchy. For the gates of fiery hell will reopen.
Hold that thought, Mr. Revenge. I know what you're about to say. You want to call out Double A Omega for the opportunity for that AWF World Championship to revisit the rivalries that you and Double A Omega have shared. And how could you not? I've been in the room with him too, and we had one hell of a match. And we too have unfinished business. But it's not about going after that title. It's not about going after AWA Omega. It's about a partner that you need to fill in as the fourth man. And no, I am not talking about me. I am talking about, well, I would say Cyrus, the Forbidden One. But unfortunately for Cyrus, the Forbidden One, he has been a lost cause for the longest time. However, I have a suggestion as I hold up my lantern, as I look into the visionary future of the fourth man to be alongside with the Revengers, but only as an acquaintance, only as an association that will lead the Revengers to victory against Anarchy. For everything they have done to you, and what they could have done to yours truly, and to Robert Serrano Jr. And when Anarchy reveals the greater evils that's also part of Anarchy, they too will suffer the fate. They will suffer the destiny. They will suffer the consequences that's about to come, because the worst for Anarchy is yet to come.
I am well aware that I need a fourth man to team with the Revengers. You didn't have to tell me to hold my thoughts to interrupt me the way you did, Mr. Darkest Hours of your existence. Though A Omega was on my mind, but not when it comes to facing him eventually. Although I was added into a number 1 contendership match, but that's after the war that the Revengers and the Anarchy are going to have. And as far as the fourth man, yes, Cyrus is a lost cause, but it's not his fault. It was all mine's and mine's alone. As far as the fourth man that you are suggesting, you must suggest it to me in private. Otherwise, Anarchy will be on to our strategy and do whatever it takes to be one step ahead of us to take out the fourth man, just like they try to take me out, Strange out, and anyone else out that gets in their way, that cross that path, until they take out the entire roster and take over this entire company.